Hello everyone, this is Coach Cano from Caps Cave Strength. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. I'm just enjoying my coffee here. Delicious. And today's topic is, are you building strength or are you testing strength? It's very hard to do both at the same time, and I don't recommend it for several reasons. And what does that mean? Building strength and testing strength. It can be very tempting to be testing your strength and see how far you're going, to see how far you can take it daily, if not weekly. And the problem with that is that it's very difficult to be setting PRs every single day, every single week of your training session, because you're going to reach a limit, and the closer you are to that limit, it takes longer to set another record. It's just the facts, okay? It's just a given. That's why people take years and decades to reach a level of perfection that they crave. I've been training for hours, daily, sometimes twice a day, weekly, monthly, for years and years and years and years and years. In Olympic weightlifting, perfecting my craft, and I've never regretted any minute of it. I've loved every single minute of it, and I still do. With that said, I am continually challenging myself. I'm continually building my strength, and when the time comes, I'll test my strength. So, with that said, be careful when you test your strength continually, because if you do and you don't reach the new PR that you were hoping for, it can be very discouraging, and you probably won't want to train or not train to a level that you could have. Plus, reaching training to percents of 90, 95 to 100% day in and day out daily can be very, very taxing, and actually can lower your performance. So with that said, build your strength, and you build it over time. You can go through a cycle of high volume training, where high volume serves several purposes. High volume, what does that mean? It can be anything between 1 to 5 repetitions for multiple sets for any given amount of time. Generally about 6 to 8 weeks. No longer than that. It can be very taxing. Very taxing after 6 to 8 weeks. So you want to back off after that. And so high volume training, building that strength, builds a foundation, and it helps build connective tissue, makes it stronger, such as like the tendons, joints, the ligaments. It can help you perfect your technique. It can build conditioning, because in order to get stronger, your conditioning base needs to be wider. Okay? So the building phase of your strength should address those issues and it'll allow you to be stronger. So imagine, okay, and all that translates to is being able to do more work for less effort. That is strength right there. That is conditioning, and that requires building that strength, going through that process of repetition, and that loading that the body is getting. Testing your strength, it's generally the opposite as far as like loading, intensity, and volume. The volume goes lower, the loading goes lower, but the intensity increases. The drawback is that you don't get that loading. That loading is what helps get you stronger over time. On the flip side is that you do, because you've already gone through a phase of building your strength, you're already going to test your strength with more rest, with more recovery. You'll be able to challenge, and if not surpass, your previous records. That is the outcome. That is the goal of testing your strength. And testing your strength, or test strength, that phase it can be anywhere from 4 to 8, maybe even 4 to 8 weeks, maybe even 12 weeks. But make sure that you back off and you restart a new cycle. And so that is generally the 2 cycles in the strength program. One where you're building strength and the next where you're testing your strength. But you don't really want to do it together. It's not advisable. So, with that said, this is Coach Kano. Please share. Please subscribe. If you have any questions, get a hold of me. We'll see you next time. Coach Kano, Caps Cave Strength.